everyone, it's Daniela from Sister Mediums. I'm here with your March 1st angel card reading. So, use two different decks this week. For those of you who are just joining us, I give card readings at the first of the month. My sister gives card readings throughout the middle of the month. And this is your guidance for anyone who's following us on any of our social media channels, Facebook, YouTube, or Instagram. We give you some insight and guidance from the angels in terms of what's happening this month. So I'm going to get right to it. We're starting off the month exhausted. This card here tells me that you've been trying to put things into place in a couple of different scenarios. So if you look at this from a relationship perspective or a friendship perspective, it means you're tired. So you're either tired of the same thing, tired of trying, tired of arguing, tired of trying to put something into place, fix a problem, and it's saying that you need rest. So if you take a good look at this card, there are a lot of steps that need to be you need to kind of overcome those steps as you move forward in the relationship, and you're really back at square one. Needing to replenish yourself before you have the energy to get through these big steps. But if you look really closely, you can see that the climb might be hard in the beginning, but it's showing me that it's worth it because at the end, it's a lot easier up here. It's a card that tells me in terms of, so that's relationship, but this could also be career. What are you trying to put into place? And you're exhausted doing your rundown. We know that we don't work our best when we're tired and we're not, you can't serve from an empty cup, that's for sure. So, you can't force the bloom either. You need to allow it to grow. So give yourself some rest. There is growth and knowledge in this card. So it always tells me, what can you do? What's the solution to this? Well, clearly put things down. That's exactly what that meant. Put things to rest. It doesn't mean that you have to do everything right now. It also means delegate. So if this is in terms of career, how are you taking some stuff off your plate? Delegate, give the work to someone else. Just because you're so good at it doesn't mean that you have to do everything. When you can delegate the work and pass some of it off to someone else, you actually have time to rejuvenate, and there's that renewal that takes place. So make sure that you're doing that, or you will not be able to get into the next card of creation. I always look really closely. I feel like I see different things in here. Don't forget the knowledge. We've already talked about this, but don't forget the knowledge that comes your way. It's huge. Wishing upon a star. Instead of wishing for things to happen, find a way to make them happen. Find solutions. Ask for help. Obviously, somebody is in your corner. So get on that, okay? Space. That's all about space. Okay, next card that comes up. This is also from the Ask Your Guides deck here. Invention. Okay, so if we're talking about a relationship, if we're talking about work, they all kind of relate the same in the sense of, what do I need to do to create this balance in my life to make this work? You have a blank canvas, so it just means that you can start again. It means that in order to create the balance on either end, you need to start out with new solutions and ideas. It's a yin and yang balance. If it's not balanced, you're not going to be able to work together cohesively to make decisions. That's in a relationship as well as in your work. You paint the canvas, right? You can choose what to do. So when it says invention, think of something you haven't done before. What have you learned from when you think of past mistakes or past things you've tried? So think of work. Have you tried to come up with something that wasn't as fruitful as you thought it was going to be? Back to the drawing board. But learn from the mistake. So it's not even a mistake, but just learn from what didn't work for you. How do you have to go back to see how it didn't work and how you can rechange that into, now I know what I want. This is my niche market. That wasn't my niche market. Take a look at what happened with your idea before and why it didn't really move. Was it timing? Was it that you needed to tweak one little thing? Same for relationships. What has worked in the past? What isn't working now? What can you do to change that? Looking at it from a different perspective. There is growth and abundance. This is spring, so this is renewal. Time to make this happen. What else do I have? Of course, I'm always writing things down. Yeah, I already said all this stuff. Yeah, everything's here. I'm not missing something from this card. Also, when I look at the colors, we're looking at chakras. That's the way you're going to keep things balanced, is by taking all those thoughts and ideas that are in your head and putting them on paper. We all know that everything is a wish until you make it a plan, until you actually say, okay, this is what I'm doing on this day, I want it done by this time. If you don't actually create that plan, it's just a wish, okay? That's a really good advice I was given by someone. And it's always proven to be useful. Next card, 7 of Ariel. Okay, so we're looking mid-month, and it's saying to me, whatever idea or whatever you've come up with, you've invested wisely. Okay, so those chakras we just talked about, you actually have your health back in your hands. So you must have had some rest. You allowed your mind to come up with some creative ideas. And look at what's blooming here. So if you see all of the flowers, it's showing me, yeah, they're small, but you planted the seed. That's what this means. You planted the seed for this to be fruitful for you, and you're back in your power. I got to put my glasses on for this one, okay? Hang on, because I feel like there's something deep here. It's what he's holding. He's holding the book. He's holding the book of knowledge. I need my glasses for that. Don't laugh. The idea's worked out, and it also means that whatever investments you had, it's good. It's a good idea. So he's got the book of knowledge, which means, yes, you learned from the mistakes here. You learned from the mistakes here that caused the exhaustion. You may have delegated. You may have done things differently, whether, again, it's relationship, career that we're talking about. You've changed something, and you put something into place that you feel really works for you. Take your time, though. Don't trample on your success, because if you take a really deep look at this card, all of these blooms here, there's not a lot of room to walk around. So if you go too far ahead, you're going to trample all of the success that you have brought your way, and you don't want to do that. So make sure you do things wisely. You have help. Okay, so whatever help you've asked for has come in to help you. Be patient with this too. Again, green, there's abundance. So the 7 of Ariel has definitely brought you some luck and success. Your chakras are realigned. This is a great card. Get ready for the next thing that's coming. That's what this means too. Then, if those of you who have still not gotten ahead, there are still solutions out there for you, okay? Archangel Zadkiel, I hope I say that right, is here to help, okay? So you have angels. Again, don't forget to ask them to help you in whatever situation you're dealing with, because they will come to your aid. Other people will come and help you, creating balance back into your life. There is, again, flowers are blooming, which means there is success coming your way, and it means that you still planted that seed, okay? But there are solutions. So if there's a few things still not working for you, think about them. I want you to think long and hard as to why are they not working? Can I give up something in order to gain something else? That's how I feel in this card. Some solitude and thinking comes with this one. Shedding light and looking at things from a different perspective. What else do I have? Seeing others' opinions in this card. I know there is your archangels here, but if it hasn't worked before, see what other people tell you to do. It doesn't mean you're going to do it, but take a look at other people's opinions, maybe who've been there before you or who have some insight into the situation that we're talking about. Apply it to your situation right now for the month of March, okay? That's how you would work this out. Your final card that comes up is 8 of Abundance. So it's telling me the idea worked. You may already be on to the next project. Sorry, I'm trying to do this without the light. You may already be on to the next project. Someone else pointing out something interesting here in either going forward with the idea you had, pointing something out different in, here, why don't you read a book? Here's some information on the situation that you're going through. That's important too. But the 8, we know that means abundance, so it's coming. You're being rewarded with knowledge. Somebody is giving you some sort of knowledge in your situation, whether it's work, home life, I've got hiccups, relationship, who's giving you that knowledge? Other thing, what have you not completed? Shows me there's a lot of books here. So what have you not completed? It feels like you've already done a ton of work, but you haven't done the last step. So is it somebody who is finishing their master's, somebody who didn't get that final certificate? Those of you who've done Reiki 1 and 2, are you ready for your Reiki master? Like, what is it? How does this apply to you? Could it even just be extending the scope of what you want to do as a person? Doing something for fun, workshops, classes, things that interest you. That's how you get that creative juice flowing in order to create an idea. Rewarded with knowledge, we talked about this. Also could be job change. I'm not saying I'm necessarily feeling that. But again, if it applies to you, then it makes sense to you. Job change on the horizon. Could be within the same company, just taking a step forward and challenging yourself with some new skills that you may have been learning along the way. So many businesses really advocate for learning and development and just pushing people forward so that they can get to the next level. So what have you done to deserve this? Okay, look at it that way. Don't miss out on an opportunity. Could be going back to school too. Again, how does it relate to you? You would know best. So this is really quick. It's probably the fastest card reading I've done. But this is what comes up for this month. I feel like it'll go very quick compared to other months of March, because March is a long, lengthy month. Let's hope I put them in order now. Solutions. I think I did that the right way. Yeah. And if I didn't, I need to tap that. But things are going to happen fast. So this exhaustion in the beginning is not going to last very long. It's going to take you right straight forward to, where are we? Bringing in so much abundance. So it's a great month. Embrace it. Don't forget to learn the lessons that are happening right here in these two cards. This is Mercury retrograde. We've been talking about it for a while. It's going until March 22nd. So this part here in terms of, this is all up until the 22nd. Anything after the 22nd is the abundance that's coming your way. So could be a new job. There's no other way to say it. Oh, actually, I just got an idea, and maybe that was for you, Laura, right after the 22nd. So, yeah, enjoy it, embrace it. Hope spring comes early, and enjoy your month of March. I'll be back here for April 1st, and Julie will be here mid-month. And what else? Yeah, Aries, it's my birthday month. So to all the Pisces and Aries who are celebrating their birthday, happy birthday. And we'll see you here soon. Blessings on blessings always. Have a good night.